River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, when LaMarcus Aldridge left the Blazers for San Antonio in 2015, most expected a rebuild in Portland. But Blazers GM Neil Olshey said there was never going to be any bottoming out. There was development. We brought in quality, undervalued players, and they've begun to thrive in our system and our culture. Kevin, they have reason to be proud in Portland.
Indeed, there is. Thanks, David. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Whiteside, and it's Ariza in at the three slot. Two outstanding teams we're going to see moments from now, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, this is not just a regular season game on the schedule. The fans are ready for this. The players understand. Listen, we've got two quality teams, potentially could meet in the postseason. Woo-hoo-hoo, look out tonight.
And look how excited you are. Your notes, you're standing on your feet. You're right with them. I love it.
I can't wait.
Now, here's Ariza. And the pass to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Clock at 6. Goes up again, and it's laid in by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Thompson. Chris kicks to Thompson. Green with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Curry fires from way outside. No good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Ariza goes in, and it's slammed in by Ariza.
Very crafty at carving up the defense. Give Trevor Ariza an avenue like this, and you will regret it.
Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. On its way from Curry for two. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Thompson against McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Draymond Green with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Passes it to Curry. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And both free throws good from Whiteside.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Now Anthony, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Tries again, and Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And here's Chris. Inside, Green. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Tenacity. It's the first word that comes to mind with Draymond Green. Is he the tallest power forward in the league? No. But can he score it? Yes.
Now here's Ariza. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. They get the rebound. Another shot. Here's Whiteside. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Whiteside's got 8 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Boy, beautiful shot off contact. That is what you get with a bigger guard like Klay Thompson.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Ariza outside. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Chris throws it down.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
When Klay Thompson gets his game going, there's nobody
Here's Trent. Kicks it to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Trent. The three. The shot comes out. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. Curry against Lillard. And there's the basket pool. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
So they take the lead. Curry's got 5 now.
Well, I'm not sure there's a player in the league with a better feel for that shot than Steph Curry. If he gets it off clean, you know it's going in.
Now, here's Nurkic. Beyond the arc. Trent gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Lillard against Curry. Here's Pascal. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. They get it again. The shot by Looney, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And a deep three from Curry. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for the Portland Trailblazers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action after this word. All the great Golden State Warrior scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green, more often than not, is the one setting the table.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Looney, and it's Pascal in at the 4 slot.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Lillard from outside, and Pascal pulls it down.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To the paint, passes to Looney. Sinks that one from the post. Looney's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
A little pass fake there, throws the D. Nice move. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Nurkic with the double team. Warriors getting another chance here. The shot by Looney, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Trent. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Warriors trail by 5. Timeout called the Warriors.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks to Green. The feed to Curry. They need this. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McCollum. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And so McCollum nails both of them. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 7. Hood against Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green dishes to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Steph Curry.
It's a near instant release on the catch and shoot jumper from Steph Curry. Incredible percentage with how quickly he gets it off.
Now here's McCollum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure scores, great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impressed you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that is really continuing to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the Six-Man Award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry with it. He's got 10. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. The three. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. McCollum finds Ariza. Back to McCollum. Over Thompson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. The offensive rebound. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, when he needs to, Steph Curry has proven, I will attack the glass and contribute and affect winning from that spot. It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Endorsed with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
Anthony can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. McCollum outside to the middle. Here's Ariza. That one, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Curry finds Wiggins. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Cullen passes to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Curry against McCollum. On the wing, Thompson lets it go with the three, and he's good on the three ball. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a big-time first quarter from Hassan Whiteside. He had 10 points and 10 rebounds. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Curry gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Portland leading. Lillard outside. The tray. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Thompson outside. For the tie, the pass to Chris. Stolen by McCollum. Down low. Here's Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Lillard's got 7 points.
Well, this guy is known as a glue guy, but Trevor Ariza plays his role perfectly no matter where he is. That's a pretty pass.
Now here's Curry. He's got 16. Green. And Green slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Curry. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup. He's got 9.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Thompson passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Green with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Shot clock at 6. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Thompson.
Well, Thompson's frame may be lean, but make no mistake, he's got great strength, and he powers through the shot.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Shot on the wing. And too long on the shot.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. 16 feet away. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 8 rebounds in this game. Floats one, and the layup by Curry. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
first one falls for him. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Good on both. The Warriors trail. Here's Poole. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Wiggins outside. Pass to Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Poole, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Wiggins passes to Poole. Lays it up off the glass. Poole's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Trailblazers shooting 41% for the game. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Nurkic has got his first points of the night.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Pascal. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Collins. And Hood subbed in for Little. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. 1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Lillard surveying the D. Looking to get back on track here. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The shot by Thompson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. From deep. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Anthony. Pass to Trent. It is now to Lillard. Fires the 3. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Green, and there's Chris, and it's Pascal in at the 3. Pass to Whiteside. It's Ariza on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Whiteside trying to break free. Ariza no luck. The Warriors leading. Here's Thompson. That shot no good. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, and that one is good. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. Green, the pass to Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, no doubt, making a concerted effort to attack. Wiggins draws the contact.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
No good on the second free throw. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Thompson outside for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Whiteside inside, covered by Chris. Whiteside, good.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backdoor.
Chris finds Wiggins. Ariza against Curry. The pass to Thompson. That one doesn't drop. Good D by McCollum.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's good. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
When Melo's rolling, you can put 2, 3 hands up and contest, and it won't matter. He's just that good.
Thompson left side. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, Greg, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Anthony left side. Over Chris. Anthony's shot is off. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony. Curry against Ariza. Thompson outside. Curry from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. It's Ariza on the wing. Covered by Chris. Ariza passes to Carmelo. Puts it up from 12. Moves back up. Whiteside, good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Goes up on the wing. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And McCollum with the slam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, what a tremendous ability to put the defense into a difficult situation and force his way to the line. The skill level of Steph Curry is off the charts.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
What I love about Stephen Curry is the pure joy he gets from playing the game of basketball. He will put everything on the line every single night he's on the floor.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Rodney Hood. And so he hits both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Curry against Lillard. And he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Lillard. From deep three-point range, the shot by Curry, no good. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get it back. Anthony, money!
There's not a doubt in the building who they were going to look for the score, and that's Carmelo Anthony delivering again.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul. The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. From deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And that's an intentional foul. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard. Taking 2 shots. 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Golden State with it. From deep 3-point range, that shot misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We willed our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.